Shwmae a chroeso I ddrill mynediad 1, uned 12, rhan 2. Shwmae and welcome to the entry level 1 unit 12 part 2 drill. Hopefully you've already looked at your vocabulary, and as per usual, please don't look at your course book as we are going through the drill, as it is more important that you completely concentrate on what you are saying and your pronunciation. Felly, bant â ni, so away we go to continue the language patterns in Unit 12. We are going to begin by learning how to say what he and she doesn't have. Now, we've already done a similar pattern in the previous video using nouns or people's names, but this time we're going to be practicing using the pronouns fe a hi. Beth yw, what is children in Welsh? Plant. Plant. Does dim plant gyda fe? Does dim plant gyda fe? Does dim plant gyda fe? He doesn't have children. Does dim plant gyda fe? Beth yw, what is a pet in Welsh? Anifail anwes. Anifail anwes. Does dim anifail anwes gyda fe? Does dim anifail anwes gyda fe? Does dim anifail anwes gyda fe? He doesn't have a pet. Does dim anifail anwes gyda fe? Does dim plant gyda hi? Does dim plant gyda hi? Does dim plant gyda hi? She doesn't have children. Does dim plant gyda hi? Does dim anifail anwes gyda hi? Does dim anifail anwes gyda hi? Does dim anifail anwes gyda hi? She doesn't have a pet. Does dim anifail anwes gyda hi? Da iawn. Next, we're going to be moving on and learning how we can say how many children he or she has. Beth yw, what is a child in Welsh? Plentyn. Plentyn. Mae plentyn gyda fe. Mae plentyn gyda fe. Mae plentyn gyda fe. He has a child. Mae plentyn gyda fe. Mae plentyn gyda hi. Mae plentyn gyda hi. Mae plentyn gyda hi. She has a child. Mae plentyn gyda hi. Da iawn. Beth yw what is two children in Welsh? Dau o blant. Dau o blant. So we've changed the pattern a little bit here, and now we're using the plural, plant. And your tutor will explain why and explain in depth this pattern in your lesson. Mae dau o blant gyda fe. Mae dau o blant gyda fe. Mae dau o blant gyda fe. He has two children. Mae dau o blant gyda fe. Mae dau o blant gyda hi. Mae dau o blant gyda hi. Mae dau o blant gyda hi. She has two children. Mae dau o blant gyda hi. Da iawn. Beth yw what is three children? Tri o blant. Tri o blant. So everything past one follows this pattern. The number, o, and then the word children. Tri o blant. Mae tri o blant gyda fe. Mae tri o blant gyda fe. Mae tri o blant gyda fe. He has three children. Mae tri o blant gyda fe. Mae tri o blant gyda hi. Mae tri o blant gyda hi. Mae tri o blant gyda hi. She has three children. Mae tri o blant gyda hi. Beth yw what is four children? Pedwar o blant. Pedwar o blant. Mae pedwar o blant gyda fe. Mae pedwar o blant gyda fe. Mae pedwar o blant gyda fe. He has four children. Mae pedwar o blant gyda fe. Da iawn. Mae pedwar o blant gyda hi. Mae pedwar o blant gyda hi. Mae pedwar o blant gyda hi. She has four children. Mae pedwar o blant gyda hi. Beth yw what is five children in Welsh? Pump o blant. 5 o blant. Mae 5 o blant gyda fe. Mae 5 o blant gyda fe. Mae 5 o blant gyda fe. He has 5 children. Mae 5 o blant gyda fe. Da iawn. Mae 5 o blant gyda hi. Mae 5 o blant gyda hi. Mae 5 o blant gyda hi. She has 5 children. Mae 5 o blant gyda hi. Da iawn, da iawn. Nesa, next, dyn ni'n mynd i symud ymlaen. We are going to move on and learn how to say what we and what they have. Ni, we and nhw, they. Beth yw what is a problem in Welsh? Problem, problem. Mae problem gyda ni. Mae problem gyda ni. Mae problem gyda ni. We have a problem. Mae problem gyda ni. Beth yw what is a meeting in Welsh? Cyfarfod. Cyfarfod. Mae cyfarfod gyda ni. Mae cyfarfod gyda ni. Mae cyfarfod gyda ni. We have a meeting. Mae cyfarfod gyda ni. So changing the pronoun now to saying they have a meeting, nhw. Mae cyfarfod gyda nhw. Mae cyfarfod gyda nhw. Mae cyfarfod gyda nhw. They have a meeting. Mae cyfarfod gyda nhw. Da iawn. Beth yw, what is a staff meeting in Welsh? Cyfarfod staff. Cyfarfod staff. Mae cyfarfod staff gyda nhw. Mae cyfarfod staff gyda nhw. Mae cyfarfod staff gyda nhw. They have a staff meeting. Mae cyfarfod staff gyda nhw. Da iawn. Next, we're going to be doing the negative sentence and learning how to say what we or they don't have. Does dim. So we've already done this pattern in the previous unit and earlier on the negative. Does dim, and it's a nice pattern because the bulk of the sentence stays the same. We just have to change the pronoun at the end. Does dim cyfarfod gyda fi. Does dim cyfarfod gyda fe, does dim cyfarfod gyda ni. Beth yw, what is a meeting in Welsh? Cyfarfod. Cyfarfod. Does dim cyfarfod gyda ni. Does dim cyfarfod gyda ni. Does dim cyfarfod gyda ni. We don't have a meeting. Newyddion da, good news. Does dim cyfarfod gyda ni. Beth yw, what is an appointment in Welsh? Apwyntiad. Apwyntiad. Does dim apwyntiad gyda ni. Does dim apwyntiad gyda ni. Does dim apwyntiad gyda ni. We don't have an appointment. Does dim apwyntiad gyda ni. Does dim apwyntiad gyda nhw. Does dim apwyntiad gyda nhw. Does dim apwyntiad gyda nhw. They don't have an appointment. Does dim apwyntiad gyda nhw. Beth yw, what is an idea in Welsh? Syniad. Syniad. Does dim syniad gyda nhw. Does dim syniad gyda nhw. Does dim syniad gyda nhw. They don't have an idea. Does dim syniad gyda nhw. Da iawn. Nesa, next, dyn ni'n mynd i symud ymlaen. We're going to be moving on to ask the question. Have you got? Have you got? But this time, we're going to be using the plural and formal you, chi, because we've already practiced the T pattern in the previous video. But now we're going to be moving on and practicing the same sentence structure, but with chi at the end. Oes problem gyda chi? Oes problem gyda chi? Oes problem gyda chi? Do you have a problem? Oes problem gyda chi? Oes cyfarfod gyda chi? Oes cyfarfod gyda chi? Oes cyfarfod gyda chi? Have you got a meeting? Oes cyfarfod gyda chi? Oes apwyntiad gyda chi? Oes apwyntiad gyda chi? Oes apwyntiad gyda chi? Have you got an appointment? Oes apwyntiad gyda chi? Da iawn. Oes syniad gyda chi? Oes syniad gyda chi? Oes syniad gyda chi? Have you got an idea? Oes syniad gyda chi? Da iawn. Next, dyn ni'n mynd i symud ymlaen. We're going to be moving on, practicing the same question, oes, but this time using the pronoun nhw. Have they got? Have they got? Again, it's the same sentence structure, oes, gyda, but this time we're using the pronoun nhw instead of chi. Oes cyfarfod gyda nhw? Oes cyfarfod gyda nhw? Oes cyfarfod gyda nhw? Have they got a meeting? Oes cyfarfod gyda nhw? O, oes cyfarfod staff gyda nhw? Da iawn. Once again then, oes cyfarfod staff gyda nhw? Da iawn. Oes apwyntiad gyda nhw? Oes apwyntiad gyda nhw? Oes apwyntiad gyda nhw? Have they got an appointment? Oes apwyntiad gyda nhw? Oes syniad gyda nhw? Oes syniad gyda nhw? Oes syniad gyda nhw? Have they got an idea? Oes syniad gyda nhw? Oes swyddfa gyda nhw? Oes swyddfa gyda nhw? Oes swyddfa gyda nhw? Oes swyddfa gyda nhw? Have they got an office? Da iawn. Oes swyddfa gyda nhw? Da iawn. Next, dyn ni'n mynd i symud ymlaen. We are going to move on and ask, how many children do you have? You plural, formal and singular and informal, and also asking how many children does he or she have? Faint o blant sy gyda chi? Faint o blant sy gyda chi? Faint o blant sy gyda chi? How many children do you have? Faint o blant sy gyda chi? Faint o blant sy gyda ti? Faint o blant sy gyda ti? Faint o blant sy gyda ti? How many children do you have? Faint o blant sy gyda ti? Faint o blant sy gyda fe? Faint o blant sy gyda fe? Faint o blant sy gyda fe? How many children does he have? Faint o blant sy gyda fe? Faint o blant sy gyda hi? Faint o blant sy gyda hi? Faint o blant sy gyda hi? How many children does she have? Faint o blant sy gyda hi? Da iawn. Next, yn ni'n mynd i symud ymlaen i ymarfer. We're going to be moving on to practice how to answer this question. Faint o blant sy gyda chi? Faint o blant sy gyda ti? Beth yw, what is a son in Welsh? Mab. Mab. Mae un mab gyda fi. Mae un mab gyda fi. Mae un mab gyda fi. I have one son. Mae un mab gyda fi. Beth yw, what is a daughter in Welsh? A daughter or girl? Merch. Merch. Mae un ferch gyda fi. Mae un ferch gyda fi. Mae un ferch gyda fi. I have one daughter. Mae un ferch gyda fi. Da iawn. Mae dau fab gyda fi. Mae dau fab gyda fi. Mae dau fab gyda fi. I have two sons. Mae dau fab gyda fi. Mae dwy ferch gyda fi. Mae dwy ferch gyda fi. Mae dwy ferch gyda fi. I have two daughters. Mae 2 ferch gyda fi. Mae 3 mab gyda fi. Mae 3 mab gyda fi. Mae 3 mab gyda fi. I have 3 sons. Mae 3 mab gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. I have 3 daughters. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Mae 4 mab gyda fi. Mae 4 mab gyda fi. Mae 4 mab gyda fi. I have 4 sons. Mae 4 mab gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. I have 4 daughters. Mae 4 merch gyda fi. Da iawn, da iawn. So this pattern that we've just drilled is another pattern in Welsh that we can use to say how many of something we have. But your tutor will explain this to you in greater detail in your lesson. Also, you might have picked up in this drill that we mutated. Un ferch, 2 ferch, 2 fab. Your tutor will also explain to you the mutation rules in your lesson and will also go over the feminine numbers. 2, 3, 4. Ond llongyfarchiadau, congratulations for finishing a very long unit, Uned 12, gyda llawer o batrymau with a lot of patterns. Ond llongyfarchiadau a da iawn. And I hope to see you in the next video. Hwyl fawr!